About 30,000 people displaced by the post-election violence, or a little less than 7,000 families, are awaiting resettlement by the government as they continue to endure dehumanizing conditions in IDP transit camps. Their fate continues to be the subject of a blame game between the Lands and Special Programs ministries.
We require something in excess of 12 and still counting billion of shillings. And this is not to take into account the general settlement.
Let us use first the 2.9 billion before you start crying that the money is not enough.
Orengo argues that his ministry has already spent the bulk of the 2.9 billion shillings in the resettlement carried out so far. A letter written by Permanent Secretary Dorothy Angote shows that the ministry paid 1.4 billion shillings for more than 7,000 acres for resettlement. It has also committed the last 1.5 billion shillings it had to making offers on another 7,500 acres of land. Murugi says that with so much land already acquired, asking for another 12 billion shillings is ridiculous.
It's like you give a child food and he starts saying, hii chakula ni kidogo sana, and yet he has not even eaten what is on the plate. Eat what is first you are given and then say, unataka uongezwe.
The recently witnessed animosity to IDPs from communities in areas where land has been allocated for resettlement has also brought to the fore the plight and demands of squatters and other persons displaced in election-related violence during the 1992 and 1997 elections.
My mandate in the government is really not to settle the squatters. It is to settle the post-election violence of 2007, 2008. So when members of parliament start telling me to settle the ones of 92 and 97, that is not within my mandate.
Angota's letter, which was written last month, puts the cost of resettling all IDPs as well as landless people at 7.2 billion. It seeks another 3.5 billion shillings, however, specifically to deal with forest evictees. Orengo had last week indicated that the government would bring together officials from all ministries involved in the resettlement process for a rethink of the resettlement process. It, however, remains to be seen if the government will indeed get its act together soon, considering the bad blood exposed by the exchanges between the two ministries. Ndebu, Kenyan Prime.